If you're a mid-level to C-suite leader who wants to own your growth and figure out your next small, brave move to achieve your leadership goals, you are in the right place. Welcome to the Small Brave Moves podcast, a weekly deep dive on how to be braver in leadership and in life for exceptional results. I'm your host, Nicole Bianchi, best-selling author, certified master executive coach, NSA certified speaking professional, chief bravery officer, and tough talk expert. If you're ready to become a better, braver, and more authentic leader, let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to the Small Brave Moves podcast. I'm Nicole Bianchi. Let's not ease into this one. I want you to think of one person on your team. You already know who it is, the one whose behavior who has become a pattern, the one everyone talks about but no one addresses, the one you've been meaning to talk to for weeks, maybe months. Yeah, that person. Now, here's the harder question. How long have you known? Because your team already knows it and they feel it, they see it. And right now, they're not just questioning that person. They're questioning you, your standards, your leadership, your courage. So let's stop calling this a tough conversation. This is a leadership decision you've been avoiding. And the longer you wait, the more damage you're doing. Not just to that person, but to your entire team. Let's call this what it actually is. You're not just keeping the peace, you're tolerating the behavior you don't want and hoping it fixes itself, and it won't. And while you're waiting, your best people are watching and they're thinking, why am I working this hard if that's what gets tolerated? That's how you lose great people, not because of strategy, because of what you allow. Gallup says 70% of team engagement comes down to the manager. So this is what they're talking about. It's not your vision. It's not your strategy. It's this moment. And here's another truth. Only 2 out of 10 employees feel like performance is managed in a way that actually motivates them. 2 out of 10. That means most leaders are either avoiding these conversations, watering them down, or just having them way too late. So let's fix that. This conversation, what I call the being better conversation, not about calling someone out. It's about calling someone up. And if we're being honest, you haven't done that either. You've been managing around them, adjusting, compensating, letting it slide over and over and over. And now we've got a pattern. And here's the part you need to hear most. Most of the time, the person doesn't fully see it. They're not waking up thinking, how can I frustrate my team today? But your team sees it. So every day you say nothing, you're choosing their comfort over your team's trust. And that's the trade. And it's costing you more than you think. So let's talk about how to have the conversation. And before I walk you through it, I want you to hear this. If you've been sitting on this for months, you don't need better words. You need to decide to lead. Step 1, say it clearly. I've noticed a pattern and we need to talk about it. No softening, no circling, no just checking in. Step 2 is the facts. Over the past few weeks, the last 3 deadlines were missed without communication. No labels, no exaggeration, no you always, just what's actually happening. Step 3, observation. I've also noticed that when timelines shift, the team isn't hearing about it until after the fact. Again, behavior, not assumptions. Step 4, impact. This is where most leaders back off, don't. So tell them when this happens, the team scrambles, it affects trust, and it's starting to change how people rely on you. Let that land. Don't rush to soften it. And then this is what makes the being better conversation important. Add this. I'm bringing this up because this isn't who you are at your best. I've seen what you're capable of, and this isn't it. I'm not willing to lower the bar for you. That's leadership. That's calling someone up. And step 5, explore what's going on, and I mean it. Listen, because you might learn something you don't expect. But don't lose your backbone here either, because understanding does not remove accountability. It informs it. Step 6, action. What does better look like starting now? What needs to change? What support would actually help? Not vague, not someday, now together, because vague expectations create repeated problems. And let me show you where leaders mess up. First, it's the feedback sandwich. Stop it. People see right through this and it waters everything down and nothing changes. Be direct. Second, make it about character instead of behavior. You're being irresponsible shuts people down. I've noticed a pattern of missed deadlines keeps them in the conversation. Third, waiting until you're frustrated. If you're heated and upset, you're not leading, you're reacting. So take a beat and then lead. Fourth, having the conversation once and thinking you're done. You're not. Patterns don't change in one conversation. Follow-up is where the trust is built. Hey, how's it going since we talked? What's working? What's still off? That's leadership. And here's the deeper truth underneath it all. Every time you avoid this conversation, you're choosing your own comfort over your team's growth. And I'm saying that directly because it's true. Every leader does this at some point, but the best leaders, they won't stay there. They step in earlier. They say the thing. They hold the standard, and then they do it with care and clarity. They tell people, I see more in you than what you're showing me right now, and I care enough to say something. That's not harsh. That's rare. And sometimes the bravest move is turning this on yourself, asking, where am I avoiding something I know I need to address? Or even asking someone you trust, is there a pattern in me that I'm not seeing? Because we all have blind spots. That's leadership too. So here's your move. You already know who you need to talk to. The question is, how much longer are you going to wait? Give yourself 48 hours. Have the conversation, not perfectly, but honestly. Because this doesn't change when you think about it. It changes when you lead. Stop protecting comfort. That's the job. And it starts with one conversation, one small brave move. All right? Go have the conversation. I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Small Brave Moves podcast. If you're wanting to take this work even deeper, I'm here to help. From engaging in inspirational keynote speeches to transformational coaching and workshops for leaders and teams, page-turning books, online courses, and enlightening leadership development retreats. There are so many ways that we can work together to take your leadership to the next level. For more information, check out the show notes, and let's do this together, one small brave move at a time. See you next week.